Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Bud Dupree. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3-yard gain on the play.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Complete to Irv Smith.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Vikings.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a run with Cook. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up. And
right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Woo, yeah!
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Spence. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spence. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Spence. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
The score, Vikings 7, Steelers 6.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Cousins
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Geis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
7-yard line.
Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Off the play fake. Spence. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins, he'll run it, and he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. Cousins. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
At the 38-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Geis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Spence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To Dalvin Cook.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
1-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On third down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Steelers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake. Spence. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Complete to Irv.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Spence. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Spence. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Spence being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. On play action, they'll throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Steelers 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Spence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Vikings 31, Steelers 16.